Investing in meme coins is not easy. There are many rugs, there are many ups and downs, the volatility is huge, so even if you invest in a correct meme coin, you still can sell too early or buy too late to the game. So in this video, I'm going to show you one of the strategies that a couple of wallets are implementing to their success. Of course, nothing here is a financial advice, but this strategy is actually taken from traditional finance. It's called spray and pray in a VC language. So usually when VC invests in startups, they are counting on founding the unicorn. So really the startups got to $1 billion valuation pretty quickly, and they will be able to return the whole portfolio, all the investments with just this one unicorn. So usually what happens is that most of the startups will fail. This is exactly the same with meme coins. Most of the meme coins will fail, but still you just need one proper gain to actually return your whole portfolio. So if you think about that, it really makes sense to jump into almost everything that is appearing that has some kind of significance with just a small amount, and you're counting on that to be your unicorn, to ride you to the sky, to the moon, and so on. This one's particular example is from the data nerd. Starting with just $5,000, someone managed to grow to $350,000, so 70x increase, and it was basically about the discipline. So what this person was doing was basically jumping very early into a couple of coins, and actually he managed to get early on super small coins. So it's not about Pepe, it's not about Voyak and a bunch of like Ben and so on. So it's really like small coins like Bobo, Ape, Wagme, Ticker, Wonk, Eric, AGTP, and you can see his wins here. So as you can see, the biggest win, so most of the time he's just aping like about $100 or even below that. So you can see that from Bobo he got 80,000%. So he basically managed to get $34,000, but Bobo was not the only one. He has like Homer, Ape, Wagme, Troll, Pump, Moon, Kevin, Gary, TV, and a bunch of others. So he was really getting into those coins super early on, putting very small amounts, and then counting on the fact that you can basically cash out later on. So as you can see from the data nerd, he aped into over 300 different meme projects, but for each project he only spent $40-80, and this minimizes his losses because this is his loss is basically what he put into, which is like $40-80, and basically he lets the winners run to multiple X's. And then exits the positions. This is really interesting because if you really hit like 100x or 1000x, then basically it really returns everything you've invested so far and much more. So if you have this kind of approach, Data Nerd also mentions that this is VC style investing, spray and pray. Really, if you want to read more about how VCs invest in startups, this is one of the strategies. Another one being super focused, and this is other thing like when you, for example, just would watch main coins top 100 list and that's it. This is other kind of investment in VCs, but spray and pray is very popular, and it really allows you to have this good exposure on the portfolio. So this is about the strategy. I wanted to show you also another wallet who did a very good result from Look on Chain. So Look on Chain is another great profile for going after what's happening on chain with the wallets. This memecoin hunter basically made like $1 million, so much more, but he has also a much bigger budget as well. So he was starting with something much larger. But basically, he really, you can see from the list that he was really jumping into many coins, and most of them being main coins that we talk about, like Pepe, Voyak, Refund lately. You can see his costs, you can see his selling value. So most of the money he made was from the realized profit was Refund, but he also made quite a lot when it comes to ROI from Pepe and from Voyak. Those was like 1,000 gains, 3,000 gains. So putting like small value into that, but still he put like 4 ETH into Pepe, 5 ETH into Voyak. So that's still a substantial money. So he started with much more than the previous guy, and has much more to lose. Though he really managed to hit those bigger coins, and then he wasn't super early. So you can see that, especially with Pepe and Voyak, he put 4 ETH into the coin when the coin was already at a substantial market cap. So it was already kind of risky. The good thing about him, so he was later on in the game, but still he managed to go out of the tokens quickly, and really once he started to lose like 50%, he was out, and that was it. He invested totally in 100 coins, over 100 coins, a winning rate being 63%. So again, 66 tokens were profitable for the past months for him. He also has lost quite a bit, but as you can see from this screen here, most of his losses are pretty limited. He lost the most on reBit and a bunch of other, but reBit was the biggest loss with 6 ETH, but for the others he lost a couple of ETH on most of them. So he was just jumping into different coins, seeing what's happening. And this is basically another strategy. When you're putting the money late, then you want to cut your losses quite early, because you don't want to go to zero. 50% loss is quite a lot, but still you probably can deal with that. So altogether, spray and pray, this is the method in VC, and it seems like it's working pretty fine in meme coins. Of course, it doesn't mean that you put absolutely into everything, because there are meme coins appearing every 10 minutes or so if you look just on DEX tools. So you definitely don't want to put in everything, but there are a lot of those kind of coins that you might want to have some kind of exposure. And basically there's this thing called Calyx criterion, where you put about 5% of your portfolio into each position, not more than that, rather less than that, and then you ride the wave. So if you started with something like $5,000, you would put 5% of that, which is something around, I guess, 250 if I counting correctly, or $20, $200, basically this range of what you would put into the positions. And basically this guy is doing that. So this is exactly what he's doing with those positions. So spray and pray. I think this is also a great name for how you should invest in meme coins and what meme coins are about. It's about praying that something will go up and then spraying as far as you can for different meme coins. This is probably the strategy that might work. Again, nothing here is financial advice. Meme coins are super risky, so be careful out there, avoid all the rags, and only do careful analysis, and after only this analysis, jump into the coins. Subscribe to the channel for more news on meme coins and much more. See you in the next video.